I didn't have anything to do with it. Don't kill me, I'm the messenger.
Because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
To speak on and testify against Diddy.
To testify against Diddy?
I've known about Kim's book, or what was supposed to be her book.
Named Diddy 77 times in court documents related to Tupac's murder.
Sean Diddy Combs, hip-hop icon, mogul, and now the subject of shocking allegations. Beyond the fame lies a web of accusations, abuse, intimidation, and silencing anyone who dared cross him. Ex-partners, former protégés, and industry insiders are breaking their silence, claiming Diddy used his power not only to rise to the top, but to control and crush dissent. With lawsuits and fresh revelations emerging, Diddy's carefully crafted empire is facing its darkest reckoning yet. Known for her outspoken takes, Wright touched on her belief in the manipulation behind high-profile careers, expressing that powerful figures may strategically control narratives to protect their interests. Wright discussed allegations surrounding a book supposedly authored by Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-partner, which she claims has been altered to create misleading narratives. According to Wright, while some aspects of Porter's story may be true, she believes much of it has been twisted to deflect from Diddy's alleged misdeeds.
But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was gonna meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you wanna know what they all had in common though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, once celebrated as an influential figure in the entertainment world, now faces serious allegations, including sex trafficking and racketeering, following a lawsuit by his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura.
Breaking news involving Sean Diddy Combs.
The music mogul is facing 5 new civil lawsuits, including one from a woman who alleges she was raped by Combs when she was 19 years old. Combs is currently being held in a detention center in New York City on separate federal criminal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. He has pleaded not guilty.
NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Melas joins us now with this exclusive reporting. So, Chloe, walk us through what we should know about these new lawsuits.
Hey there, guys. These are the first civil suits being filed by Texas-based attorney Tony Busby. He held that press conference not long ago in which he said he was representing dozens of accusers and that he would be naming some high-profile individuals besides Combs. These are the first, and so there were 5 suits filed today on behalf of 4 men and 2 women, all of which are remaining anonymous out of fear, according to these suits. And these allegations, they only name Combs and his businesses and actually a hotel and a department store as defendants. They don't name any other high-profile celebrities. And these complaints span from the years of 1995 all the way up to 2021. They accuse Combs of sexual assault and rape, and we've reached out to his team for comment and have not yet heard back. But I do want you to hear a little bit from my interview that I did just a little while ago with attorney Tony Busby.
There's an overarching theme here, as you probably can see, which is basically Sean Combs feels like he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants to do it. A lot of the conduct alleged is violent, and threats were made. And I think, but for the fact that Sean Combs was arrested and bail denied, these people would not have come forward.
Busby says he's going to be file other civil suits, and this is all coming as Combs is facing a criminal trial this May.
While the lawsuits remain unproven in court, the allegations have cast a dark shadow over Diddy's legacy, challenging the unchecked power long afforded to high-profile industry figures and sparking a deeper conversation on accountability in the music industry. Diddy's career took off in the early 1990s with the founding of Bad Boy Records, his successful record label that would go on to launch artists like the Notorious B.I.E.I.G., Faith Evans, and Mace.
Did you know Sean Diddy Combs is wealthier than many music moguls, including Jay-Z? How has he maintained his empire amidst controversies? Is it business genius or a darker side? Sean Diddy Combs is synonymous with success. As a rapper, producer, and entrepreneur, he has shaped the music industry. But while celebrated as a business mogul, Diddy's persona is controversial, from legal battles to scandals. Today, we'll explore Diddy's duality, his rise in music, and the darker allegations shadowing his career. Despite his undeniable influence and success, Sean Combs has faced serious accusations throughout his career. From his early days, there have been whispers of involvement in criminal activity and violent altercations. Significant controversies include his association with violent incidents like the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting in New York City. Diddy was ultimately acquitted, but the incident tainted his public image. Other allegations have followed Diddy, accusations of manipulation and exploitation. How do we reconcile these two sides of Diddy, the charismatic mogul and the man at the center of controversies? To understand Diddy's rise, we need to go back to his beginnings in the 1990s. Combs started as an intern at Uptown Records, quickly rising to become influential. By 1993, he founded Bad Boy Records. Launching the notorious Big Diddy had an eye for talent and a relentless drive to succeed. He diversified into fashion with Sean John, spirits with Key-Rock Vodka, and media with Revolt TV. These ventures made him a billionaire. The unsolved murder of the notorious Big remains a point of contention. No evidence has tied Diddy directly to the crime. One of the most significant turning points in Diddy's career came during the 1999 nightclub shooting. While partying at Club New York, a fight broke out, leading to gunfire that injured 3 people. Diddy, along with Jennifer Lopez and Shine, were at the center of the legal storm that followed. Diddy faced charges but managed to avoid conviction after a highly publicized trial. This incident, while resulting in an acquittal, became a focal point in discussions about his career. Was Diddy simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, or did this event reveal a darker side to his rise to fame?
However, alongside his success, rumors began to circulate about Diddy's alleged misuse of power. For instance, former Bad Boy artist Mace claimed that Diddy would not sell him back the rights to his music catalogue even after Mace offered a substantial sum. Mace, once a cornerstone of Bad Boy Records, suggested that Diddy exploited him financially, hinting at a pattern where Diddy prioritized profit over fair treatment of his artists. Similarly, Dawn Richard, a former member of the girl group Danity Kane, has openly spoken about feeling unsupported and used by Diddy, who allegedly leveraged his power to create a restrictive and at times toxic work environment.
Mace calls Diddy's homes getting raided by Homeland Security for trafficking the big payback, and says it's amazing that all that transpired on the anniversary of Biggie's album Life After Death. Check it out.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Killer, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't got nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man.
Man.
Closer and closer,
Closer
man.
and closer.
Okay.
The big payback.
This has been the last year's really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, you kind of last week you went Destiny.
Yeah.
You done Destiny. You know what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going crazy.
What happened?
I'm gonna let you start. What did you see that happen?
Oh, yesterday was the anniversary of Biggie Smalls' album, 27 years later. That's what I seen yesterday. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that was real. It's amazing that all of this would transpire on that day.
What's crazy is yesterday was Biggie Smalls' 27th anniversary of Life After Death. And it was also the Diplomat Immunity album, 21st anniversary. Shit going on. It's going on around. Yeah, man. I was just saying, that day yesterday was kind of...
That's eerie, man.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It was just
that
going
was
on.
crazy.
That's kind of crazy, man. I had no idea that, the internet lets you know, because I don't be knowing these dates for my albums or other people's albums, but they will remind you, man.
Yeah. Several other public figures have alluded to Diddy's intimidating influence. Wendy Williams, the famed radio host, claimed she faced career repercussions in the late 1990s after discussing rumors about Diddy on her show. Williams alleged that Diddy used his connections to pressure Hot 97 to fire her, and she maintains that his influence shaped how the industry dealt with her career thereafter. In her view, Diddy is a figure with the power to silence even established media voices.
A reckless media circus. Meritless allegations. From behind bars, inmate number 37452-054 is fighting back against more than 100 shocking and salacious new claims. The fiery response from Diddy's attorney comes after Texas legal Tony Busby dropped a bombshell in the middle of the investigation.
You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever.
The stunning accusations coming from 60 men and 60 women, one who was as young as 9 when Combs allegedly plied them with drugs at parties.
Weird drugs. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Diddy's lawyer insists to Extra her client, quote, emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. He has pleaded not guilty to federal sex trafficking charges as well. Now, one of Diddy's biggest critics, Wendy Williams, is breaking her silence on the mounting allegations.
Sean Diddy Combs.
She seemed rattled by this Diddy revelation on her show in 2017.
As the mother of a now 16-year-old.
Who I met backstage,
He did?
He's a great young man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now she tells the Daily Mail she feels vindicated after warning people about Combs for years, saying, quote, I have been told by so many people, Wendy, you called it.
Oh, yeah.
And Wendy, who says she is doing well as she battles aphasia.
Adding to this narrative is comedian and actor Cat Williams, who has publicly commented on the strange culture of Diddy's notorious parties. Williams hinted that these events, attended by major stars and industry insiders, sometimes involved questionable conduct. He alleged that Diddy's parties were known for excess and that those who attended were pressured to keep quiet about what they witnessed. This pressure to remain silent, according to Williams, further showcases the extent of Diddy's influence over those around him.
There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Cat, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I'm favored by God. Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it.
Yeah.
That's how Diddy be feeling.
No, come on, man. Come. So, you're not supposed to look at anything that you don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one. Like, you can't really have types. Mm-hmm.
The turning point in Diddy's controversial legacy came with the 2023 lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. Cassie accused Diddy of years of abuse, coercion, and manipulation, alleging that he controlled nearly every aspect of her life, even forcing her into dangerous and humiliating situations. Among those now accusing Diddy is music producer Rodney Jones, who filed a lawsuit alleging that he too suffered coercion and financial exploitation at Diddy's hands. Jones detailed incidents of manipulation and threats, claiming that Diddy used his status and resources to maintain control over him. These accusations underscore the pattern of alleged abuse and exploitation surrounding Diddy, painting a picture of a powerful figure who may have silenced dissent through intimidation.
And now to the latest on the sex trafficking investigation that led to raids on the homes of Sean Combs here in Los Angeles and in Florida. He has not been arrested or charged, though he is named in multiple assault and trafficking lawsuits. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay joins us here live with more. Sophie.
Giovanna, in a 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time, alleges there were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies. What were federal investigators in tactical gear looking for at Sean Diddy Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami? Homeland Security says the raids were part of a months-long federal investigation, including sex trafficking.
If he's convicted, ultimately, he'll be in prison for a very long time. One count of sex trafficking typically is 10 to 15 years in prison.
Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, filed a lawsuit in November alleging Combs raped her and forced her to engage in sex trafficking. The two parties settled the suit the day after she filed.
The problem for Diddy is those allegations become public immediately, and they remain public. They're public record. So now that they're public record, and Cassie was brave enough to put her name to those allegations and not just file as a Jane Doe, well, that certainly empowers other potential victims of Diddy's conduct.
Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Combs, including one by music producer Rodney Jones. Jones alleges sex trafficking and sexual assault, also mentioning underage girls in the 79-page lawsuit. Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants. According to law enforcement, federal agents with Homeland Security seized computers and other electronic devices at Combs' home in Holmby Hills and Miami.
The federal authorities will look into the evidence that they've collected, and then they'll go in front of a grand jury and try to get an arrest warrant for Diddy if there's enough there.
Diddy's alleged actions are part of a larger pattern seen among powerful figures in the entertainment industry, where influence and wealth often provide immunity from scrutiny. This tendency is evident in the stories of other prominent artists like Kanye West, 50 Cent, and even Tupac Shakur, all of whom have commented on the intense pressures and political maneuvering within the industry. Some, like 50 Cent, have publicly mocked Diddy's eccentricity, implying that his behavior goes unchecked because of his wealth and influence. Others, like Tupac, clashed openly with Diddy's circle, ultimately leading to one of the most tragic rivalries in hip-hop history.
Okay, I want to move on to Diddy. So Keefe D named Diddy 77 times in court documents related to Tupac's murder. But let's clarify this. This isn't the first time he's implicated Diddy, right? This has been a claim for a while?
Correct. And I have some exclusive information for News Nation.
Okay.
Earlier today, a representative for Diddy reached out to me, and he is working with, let's see, 1, 2, 3 different law firms trying to intimidate me because I spoke about this on my website, and they were not pleased by that. Off the record, they told me, oops, sorry, I'm not naming any names. Somebody that is a representative for Diddy, I won't say who, just adamantly is denying and has reminded me that Diddy has previously denied this and that these new allegations are not new whatsoever, actually, that they've been around for a very long time and according to Team Diddy, have absolutely no merit whatsoever. But the interesting thing to me is that he has 3 lawyers, 3 law firms on retainer. I don't know how much money is coming in, but I know that a lot of money is going out every single month for Diddy.
Because he's got a lot of lawsuits that he's filing, fighting right now. And of course, there's the potential of criminal charges on the horizon. Does law enforcement, do they consider Diddy a suspect? Have they ever investigated him for this?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. The person that made the allegations is currently behind bars here in Las Vegas, where I live. And I respect our law enforcement here, but I somehow don't believe that they would be investigating Diddy for a crime that allegedly occurred in the 90s in a different city, in a different state.
The entertainment industry, as illustrated by the allegations against Diddy, seems to foster a culture that discourages speaking out. Those who attempt to break their silence often face backlash, financial ruin, or career blacklisting. These barriers, combined with the wealth and power of moguls like Diddy, create a chilling effect that discourages transparency and perpetuates an environment where exploitation can thrive unchecked. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the stories that shape entertainment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.